Andrew. And what was fun is, it was my birthday last week.
Happy birthday!
A couple of weeks ago, and so it was fun. It's fun to get to celebrate with my parents and my sister, my nieces, my godchildren. It was great, and I think it's at times, at least for me, celebrating birthdays. My parents warned me about this. They seem to come quicker and quicker every year. And my dad always jokingly says this to me, that if he knew he was going to live this long, he would have taken better care of himself. But when it comes to Essential One, and we'll talk about vitamin K2 in a second, that truly is an example of something simple, takes a couple of seconds a day, costs less than 20 cents a day. It's a simple way to be able to say, well, at least I'm doing something. Even if I can't stop smoking, even if I'm not eating all the right foods, even if I can't lose weight. And there's tremendous research, especially if you're overweight or obese, we need to increase our levels of vitamin D, that you can get benefits if you're getting the nutrients you need, even if there are other challenges in your life. In fact, those other challenges in your life underscore the need for getting those nutrients. And it's simple, it's affordable, and it only takes a couple of seconds a day.
Well, I, for one, think you look wonderful for 35, Andrew. You really do. You are ageless.
Well, then I was very prenatal. I started this company 40 years ago, so you could do the math. I'm not as young as I used to be, but I do my very best to act as young and to move through the world as youthfully as possible. I think we should all try to do that.
And I think Lincoln and Marcel help in that. I do.
Oh yeah, well, they still, I mean, no matter what I do, they are right there with me. So Lincoln, for the past 11 years, whether it's, he'd even go out with me mountain biking, and he's a little machine. If I'm running with him, and I say other side, if he's running on my right, he's on the other side. If I say left side, right side, if I say behind me, in front of me, he's
amazing. He's amazing.
He's incredible. Yep.
Well, one of the things, just to kind of reference what Andrew has done over the years, 2-3 decades now, it really is an ongoing journey and an ongoing story. Andrew has helped put many vitamins and supplements on the map. He's always been here, whether it's here in Henderson, Nevada, in his facility, or back in St. Petersburg, Florida. One of the things he loves to do is share, talk about, help educate us in terms of the science on what we should be doing for ourselves. One of those things is vitamin K2 MK7. If you are taking a calcium or magnesium product, it is important that you have vitamin K2 MK7 to make sure that calcium is going where it needs to be. And today is a Today Special. We're going to get our very best pricing of the year. Real fast, just to show you the options, we have 4 different sizes. Here's where the pricing typically is and where it will be after today. This is where the pricing is right now. As you can see, significant discounts, saving you, for example, on the 360 caps, $60, and they're on flex pay. Andrew, I say that you've really helped over the years to put many vitamins on the map. This has been emerging in popularity, and certainly you've helped to give us the guidance on vitamin MK2. That's it.
It's a complicated name. Vitamin K1 is the vitamin that relates to blood clotting. Vitamin K2 has an entirely different mechanism in our body that relates, as Adam was saying, to how our body utilizes calcium. It is, and I've said this before, and I said this 10 years ago, that one day we're going to start appreciating how important this is. We already appreciate how important calcium is, but we understand we can't live without calcium. Our body's reservoirs of calcium are in our bone. It serves 2 purposes. Our body's brilliantly designed. And in our bones, calcium is both critical to the strength and integrity of our bones, but calcium is required in all the cells of our body. And our bones, that is the reservoir of the calcium within our body. But we don't want that calcium from our bones sort of leaching out into other tissues. We don't want other tissues calcifying. And that's always been a well-known fact about calcium. We want to get what we need, but we don't want to get too much where it can become problematic. And vitamin K2 MK7 ensures that, as important as calcium is, that you get as much of the importance as you possibly can and experience that without experience the downside of calcium, which is calcification. And where the most recent research has been most exciting for me, beyond the great research on bone health, which in and of itself, if we think about vitamin D and calcium in terms of the health of our bones, and say magnesium as well, in terms of the health of our bones, then you're contemplating the health of your bones, and the benefit of your bones are incomplete without vitamin K2 MK7. If you're contemplating the health of your blood vessels, whether you supplement calcium or not, and you simply get it from your diet, we're getting calcium somewhere. It's in our body and it's in our bones, and we want it to stay in our bones. We don't want it to go into other tissues. Then vitamin K2 MK7, even for those of us who never ever think of supplementing calcium or even contemplate its importance. If we care about our cardiovascular system and our heart health and our cardiovascular health, then we need to focus on vitamin K2 MK7. It's just that simple. I know this is, well, today it's become affordable. The cost of this material has recently gone down for us. We were able to lower the price. Okay. And for the Today Special, we're able to take it down even further. This is the best pricing ever. So a 360 capsule supply. And we have a 50 microgram product as well. So to think that this is the 100 microgram product that is less than 20 cents a capsule for the large size. Yeah. It's incredible pricing for an extremely important ingredient. It isn't part of Essential 1 because Essential 1 is a powder in a capsule. This is a liquid soft gel. These are these small liquid golden little gems here. If we get a little shot of that, there we go. So there you go. So it's a small soft gel, so it's a liquid capsule. Also, some folks who are taking certain kinds of blood thinners, not the latest generation of blood thinners, but the older blood thinners like warfarin, Coumadin, heparin, those sorts of blood thinners, you want to be careful about vitamin K intake. And you should talk to your doctor before you're taking vitamin K2 MK7. Even though the focus of vitamin K2 MK7 is not on blood clotting or blood thinning, its focus is on calcium utilization. But because of the form of this as a liquid, it doesn't marry perfectly into the Essential 1 formula, but it is, because it is a vitamin and an essential vitamin and one that had been neglected for decades. And as Adam said, it was probably 35 years ago that we introduced CoQ10 to America. It was about 22 years ago that we introduced, maybe a little longer, that we introduced diosmin, the key ingredient in circulation vein support for healthy legs, to America. And it was probably about a decade or so that we introduced vitamin K2 MK7. It's slowly picked up speed and momentum. I encourage you to just do independent research on the internet about vitamin K2 MK7. And even if you went to the National Institute of Health website, the research website, where it's just science and research, and typed in vitamin K2, and it will autofill bone health, it will autofill heart health, and you'll be able to click on dozens of studies and even just read the abstracts, read the conclusions, that you'll be able to understand the conclusions of the results, and you will not want to go another day without your vitamin K2 MK7.
So many of us like to take guidance from Andrew, and we look to Andrew for the latest information to know what we can be doing best for ourselves. Vitamin K2 MK7 has been that for the past few years, and it's been building and it's been growing. And Andrew's been talking about the importance of it for that time. And so today, to bring it in as a Today Special is really a big moment in time. We need to add this. If you are taking a calcium or magnesium product, you need this to maximize the benefits, to direct the calcium to where it needs to be. So let me stress again, taking a calcium magnesium product to maximize the benefits, as Andrew's saying, this is something that's going to be really beneficial to us. And our pricing, I know we mention it, but it is important to really stress. Andrew takes such great pride, as you can tell from the facility here. I mean, it's just spotless, it's world class, state of the art. He takes pride in bringing us a product that's affordable. It's okay saying that this is good for us and we need to do this and should do this, but making it affordable is something else as well. So we can take best care of ourselves. Andrew always says it's never too late. It's never too late. The Essential 1 Today Special, you know, every one of us should order that. That's non-negotiable in my eyes. You've got to get the Essential 1 Today Special. But for the vitamin, you know, K2 MK7, it's your chance to say, okay, I'm going to give this a try. I've heard about it. I'd like to now see what it can do for me. Obviously, only a few moments left. I'm thrilled you did this, though, Andrew, as a Best Buy.
No, it's one of those ingredients that it deserves to be a Today Special. It's something that we hadn't done previously as a Today Special, but a Today Special gives it sort of a spotlight. Right. Gives everyone an opportunity to think about it, to see it. And I know what often happens is they'll see me talk about an ingredient many times, sometimes over many years, before someone will contemplate trying that ingredient. And just so everyone understands, the origins, they couldn't be more different in terms of their role in your body. But this is vitamin K1.
Okay.
And the head of the molecule, these two carbon ring structures here, those are identical if you look at vitamin K1 and vitamin K2. That's why they share the same name. But vitamin K, and the reason why they call it vitamin K, is vitamin K and its role in blood clotting was discovered in Germany. And in Germany, they spell coagulation with a K.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's vitamin K1, okay. So, and vitamin K2 MK7, as you could see, a much longer sort of tail connected to that head, which gives it the entirely different role in our body in terms of, as I've said, and it's something that we need, that our body's ability to regulate calcium is critically important to our health, critically important to the health of our bones, critically important to the health of other tissues in our body that are compromised by calcification. Whether we realize it or not, one of the major tissues that are compromised by calcification are the more elastic tissues in our circulatory system. That would be our arteries, our veins, our heart valves. So we really want to avoid calcification in those tissues. And again, vitamin K2 MK7, the initial research focused on bone health. And the studies very clearly showed the dramatic benefits of vitamin K2 MK7 to the strength, health, integrity of our bones and our skeleton. But then a second line of research along the lines of what I was just talking about, the issue of calcification. And they looked at the resiliency, the flexibility of our arteries, our blood vessels. And lo and behold, vitamin K2 MK7 was shown to increase or preserve the resiliency, flexibility. In fact, it actually promotes the resiliency because in a recent study, just in a matter of a couple of months of providing the vitamin K2 MK7, it was quickly observed that arteries became more flexible. Wow. So meaning if we're doing things incorrectly that might not favor the resiliency of our blood vessels, our arteries, whether it might be our blood pressure, whether it might be cigarette smoking, whatever it might be, high cholesterol levels, that might have implications for the flexibility of our blood vessels. For me, it's just common sense to take an ingredient that if there's a conspiracy of ingredients in our body that would compromise the resiliency and flexibility of those blood vessels, like our blood pressure, like cholesterol, or certain levels of triglycerides or things that might be compromising, or calcification that conspires in that process as well, then vitamin K2 MK7, at least that becomes, when all the other things are conspiring in the direction we don't like, at least this is part of the conspiracy in a positive direction to the extent, and we should always manage our blood pressure and follow our doctor's guidance there. In a moment, we'll be talking about how we can naturally lower our cholesterol in a way that's been approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. So it's all about making good decisions that, as long as so many things compromise our health and well-being in the way we live and what we do, this is at least something that moves us back in the correct direction.
Please bear in mind as well, this is our second today's special, so we have far fewer of these than we do Essential One. I can see so many of you ordering. I promise our wonderful guys and girls in our call centers are going to get to you momentarily. It's worth hanging on to make sure you get this value, because the value is really what's driving this. The latest science and technology all gone into what is a phenomenally affordable price. Remember, if you're taking any calcium or magnesium